Hello, it is Wednesday, March 1st, 2023. Welcome to the new month. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Wednesday puzzle today, so a midweek, mid-difficulty crossword for us to solve. And this midweek, mid-difficulty edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Matt R., Jake Rodkin, Joe Percy, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark and the indomitable Showmaster. So thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support in bringing us this channel and supporting this series. I do very much appreciate it. Thank you to them. Thank you to all of my patrons. And if you'd like to become a patron yourself, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click a link in the description field underneath the video, and there you can become a benefactor and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, or become a patron at any level you please and get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week, and that includes 2 that went up yesterday. The last acrostic puzzle that the New York Times has published on the website with the sad removal of acrostics happening today, and also the monthly bonus puzzle that went up yesterday as well, I believe. So that finally posted that. Sorry for the delay there. Just in time for the end of the month that it reached. So enjoy those if you're a patron. And you can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Patrons get an extra channel, but otherwise it's free for everybody to join. Friendly chat community. You can join the Discord and a link in the description field as well. And please do subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not yet done so. Thanks to everybody who's done that. That helps quite a bit. So let's get on to the puzzle. This is a Wednesday crossword, and it was constructed by Aaron M. Rosenberg, who, this is his 3rd puzzle, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's see if the 3rd time is a charm for this constructor. I'm sure his first 2 were charms as well. Like some plants that don't need watering. Arid, maybe? Is that a categorization for plants? Arid plants? I don't think so. They would grow in arid locations, maybe. A dandy, a fop, maybe? That came up in a crossword, I think, just the other day, didn't it? Or was it I don't know, I can't remember. I might be making that up. Okay, French destination I'm reading the wrong clue. That was strange. Good day, mate, what an Australian might say. And here's the one I was reading, strangely. French destination that's one of UNESCO's great spa towns of Europe. I'm sure I know this, but I can't think what it is. That's frustrating. October birthstone in 4 letters. Is it an opal, maybe? There are probably other 4-letter ones. A dandy. Or maybe it is a fop, because that could be opal. Donkey Kong, e.g., is an ape. Yes, a fictional ape video game character. And, fake plants don't need watering. Right, fair enough. That's true. They don't. They don't need any watering, as opposed to what I was thinking of, which are, I suppose, plants that only need a small amount of water, which isn't technically, it's not technically fulfilling the clue. All right, German engineer who designed and built the first practical automobile, 1885. Carl Benz of Daimler-Benz, Mercedes-Benz. I think that's his name, Carl Benz. Okay, otherwise, else, and, look at this. Hark, and hear of the vengeful ruler who took great pleasure in expelling disloyal subjects, for he was I don't know. What was he? The person who is angry. Doesn't quite fit. The person who is mean. Okay, I don't think that's the answer. Cher or Madonna, e.g., is a pop idol or something like that. I can't think what this is. Cher or Madonna. Experimental but accessible music genre. Experimental but accessible. I do not know what that's getting at. Interesting. What a poker player wears shades to hide their tell, I suppose. If they do something with their eyes, they wouldn't want you to notice. With all judges present. Chorate, or with all judges present. I'm not sure offhand. Bun holder, so to speak. A seat? I don't know. This little area is giving me trouble, isn't it? Apt recourse for a deal gone sour. For a deal gone sour. And lead into an alias, aka also known as, and then an alias. Kind of computer port. You could have a USB port on a computer. And school whose newspaper is the Daily Brew. And I do happen to know this. It's UCL. Well, not so much the newspaper, but I'm aware that the Bruins are the team at the University of California at Los Angeles, UCLA. And I suppose they've abbreviated school to SCH to reflect the fact that we're abbreviating the school name UCLA, which, fair enough. But I think we all accept that without needing to indicate it's an abbreviation, but we're getting a little bit of a help, so it's okay. Knee or ankle connector could be the shin. And here's another one of these sort of biblical kind of constructions. Listen now, and I shall relate the story of the curious sovereign who adorned his castle with images of red fruit, for he was the cherry something. I guess it's a sort of like Tales of the 1001 Nights kind of as well. It could be that sort of, I don't know, that sort of atmosphere that's being conjured. Okay, cherry, for he was the cherry king, the cherry curious king, the curious sovereign. Cherry something king? What am I missing here? I feel as though I'm missing something about how this works. I don't know if this is correct. You came to, you awoke. Okay, so my instinct was correct to put king here, I suspect. Parts of glasses, or the rims of glasses. And remove from a bulletin board, say, untack. There's a thumbtack maybe, and you're taking it off. CPR provider is an EMT, so emergency medical technician performs emergency resuscitation. Longtime Wheel of Fortune host, Pat, the game show Wheel of Fortune. Is he still the host? Is he still around? I'm not sure. Pat Sajak, though, is the answer. And certain legal consequence. Certain legal consequence. Jail time. There we go. Actress Hathaway, Anne Hathaway is an actor, and beer holders are kegs, I suppose. You could have kegs of beer. Walker's aid could be a cane. Oh, and this ends with king as well. Maybe they all end with king. Lend me your ear, and I will speak of the clumsy monarch who took twice as many golf strokes as his opponents, for he was the something. Okay, but we can put king up here, I suspect. I was wondering if this was going to be... No, this was the one I was wondering if it was going to be asking. I was wondering if this would have asking in it to indicate the bit about curiosity. Cherry picking, sorry. Oh, cherry pick king. He's the king of pictures of cherries. Okay, fair enough. So this is, so what makes him curious? I guess because cherry picking deals with curiosity? Not really. It deals with sort of pernickettiness, or I don't know. Hark, and hear of the vengeful ruler who took great pleasure in expelling disloyal subjects, for he was the... maybe this isn't person. I don't know. Sorry. I wish I could just jump straight to this. After recourse for a deal gone sour, what is that? For a deal gone sour, is it something to do with sourness and sweetness, maybe? Law? Some kind of law? With all judges present. Oh, en banc. That's something, isn't it? That refers to in a sort of Supreme Court sort of situation. En banc. The bank is a term that has to do with the judge being sort of present and seated in an official capacity. I'm pretty sure that's right. What a pitcher allows at a baseball shutout would be no runs, presumably. No runs to be scored by the opposing batters. And award-winning science fiction writer Ted Chiang, I haven't read any of his work, but I think he maybe, I'm probably going to confuse him with someone else. He wrote either the thing that Arrival was based on or the thing that Annihilation was based on. And I can't remember. Is it? I'm not sure. In any case, din from a gaggle could be a gaggle of geese and they're honking. There we go. Yes. French destination that's one of UNESCO. Why can't I think what this is still? I don't know. Class with mats. Yoga class would have mats. And an allergic reaction would be a sneeze, a chew, so gross. Oh, Vichy, right, of course, whose identity has been sort of overtaken by World War II era Vichy France, I guess. But indeed also a famous spa town that I just couldn't think of for some reason. All right, mobile dwelling for modern nomads. A van, I guess. You could have a camper van type vehicle. So personal banking. Personal banking makes for personal ban king, the vengeful ruler who took great pleasure in expelling loyal subjects. There we go. All right. Cher or Madonna? Deal gone sour. Legal law doesn't seem sufficient. Oh, Omar Little, the Wire anti-hero, the famous sort of whistling, I don't know, I was going to say sort of hitman, but I don't know that you'd really describe him that way necessarily. Anyway, great popular character from the great show The Wire. And, lemon law. Right, okay. So that deals with, that's legal structures in the U.S. where if you buy a car, I think that's immediately defective in major ways. You have recourse and you can return it or however that works. And obviously the sourness is alluding to the concept of the sourness of a lemon. Hence the question mark. Cher or Madonna, e.g. Why can I still not see what this is? Oh, a mononym, because each of them is known only by that name. Cher or Madonna. It's a mononym because we don't use their full names. But Madonna, that's certainly her actual given name. Is Cher as well? I think it might be. I think those might be each of their own sort of given names. Bun holders, so to speak. An oven, I guess, is bread buns. Is that what that's referring to? And then, avant pop. I don't think I'm familiar with this genre, but avant-garde would mean, on innovative and on the edge, and often sort of difficult and inaccessible. But I guess avant pop means sort of experimental pop, but in a way that's not so challenging that it's, that it wouldn't be accessible to most people, I suppose. I'm not familiar with that phrase, but I guess it makes sense. Au contraire, mon frère. So, on the contrary, my brother, in French. And occupied is, if something's occupied, it's in use. A young seal is a pup, a seal pup. French for butterfly is papillon. And if you glimpsed something, you saw it. Over there, for one. A war film, I think. I think Over There is a war film. I've not actually seen it, but I do think I'm aware of it. So here's Lend Me Your Ear, and I will speak of the clumsy monarch who took twice as many, par king, who took twice as many golf strokes as his opponent, for he was the double parking. There we go. So a motoring term, but also double par. This king was not skilled at golf, so he went double par. Why tries to uncover the reason for something being the case. And here, common theme park site is a line, I suppose, of people queuing up to, ride an attraction. And Anzac Day is a down under holiday, so this is a sort of military remembrance of those who fought and maybe died. I'm actually not sure if it deals with those who died in combat or veterans more generally, but the Anzac refers to Australia, New Zealand. Is it and Commonwealth, or is it not Commonwealth, not related to the rest of the Commonwealth, and it's armed something? I'm not sure. I should know this better than I do. But it deals with military efforts of those from Australia and New Zealand. And there are Anzac cookies as well. Okay, gunk is crud and sellout sign SRO. So this used to be in the crossword all the time. It's slightly less frequently these days. SRO for standing room only. So you might be sold tickets to a show for standing room only because it's otherwise sold out. With Springsteen, co-host of the podcast Renegades Born in the USA. I think Bruce Springsteen and Barack Obama co-host a podcast together, and I think this is what it is. So there we go. Ice cream order could be ice cream order. A sundae, right, of course, sorry. Ice cream sundae with, all sorts of toppings and things. Discovered British style. Discovered British style. What is that getting at? Discovered, I'm not sure. Letter opening could be letter opening. Manifest? Why would that be the case? I don't think that's right. It's just a word that would fit there. Fury, this doesn't look right either. Is papillon wrong? Oh, I spelled papillon wrong. Apologies. There we go. So yes, double L. Yeah, and that's part of what makes the yon there. All right, so fury is ire, anger. Boy, I'm glad I caught that with fury because that would have stayed concealed, I think, for quite a while. Move in real estate jargon is a relocation, and letter opening. This still doesn't look helpful. War over there. No, it's a song. Sorry, it's a song. I think there might also be a film called Over There, but there is also a song over there. I don't remember exactly. I can sort of vaguely remember bits of it in my head, but it is a war song. Okay. And is there a film called Over There? I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. I sort of thought there was. Letter opening could be a mail slot, I see. So a letter on a sort of an opening on a post box. And verbal thumbs up is an okay, I suppose. You give it the verbal thumbs up, the okay. Holler is to yell. And zilch is nil, zero, none. Come together as plans. Plans gel, they come together. And a French girlfriend is ami, so this is the feminine form of friend, whereas the male version would have no E on the end. Give heed and listen to my tale of the mad tyrant who decreed that all toilets in his realm be installed in the wrong way, for he was the something Lou king. Backward looking? Yes, there we go. The backward Lou king. Fair enough. Discovered British. Oh, learned, I see. Discovered in the sense of sort of becoming aware of something. You learned it, or in British English, learnt it. And it's just a thought. An idea is just a thought. Element of the Vegas Strip could be neon, so you could have neon lights on the Vegas Strip. And element, the reason there's a question mark indicating punnery or wordplay is because element refers both to sort of an element of the Vegas Strip, meaning a component of the Vegas Strip, but also to the chemical element neon. So a bit of a pun going on there. And a zesty flavor could be a tang. Ironically humorous is wry humor. Dennings of two broke girls. I'm not actually seeing this, but is it Cat or K Dennings? Cat, I think. Cat Dennings. Oh, that would make sense because two Y's would be unlikely next to one another in that manner. So, like many addicts, dusty probably. And chowderheads are dunces. Warriors' words are, I fear this is the case, I worry this is the case. To screw up is a snafu, situation normal, all fouled up, or something stronger than fouled in U.S. military slang, although this word has sort of, to some degree, leaked into common use. And quaint lodging is an inn, and then footnote abbreviation is IBID, which I think just means to sort of repeat the citation information from before. And there we go. All right, that was the Wednesday crossword. I think that was, a noticeable step up in difficulty from yesterday anyway, from the Tuesday crossword, but not dramatically so, not a brutally difficult puzzle. It was, as intended, midweek, mid-difficulty. And let's look at our punny, poetic sort of theme here. So I suppose these are kind of fables or something like that. And they do read like, I don't know, Scheherazade or something like that, introducing one of the Arabian Nights stories. Hark and hear of the vengeful ruler who took great pleasure in expelling disloyal subjects, for he was the personal ban king. Personal banking. Listen now, and I shall relate the story of the curious sovereign who adorned his castle with images of red fruit, for he was the cherry pick king. Cherry picking. And finally, lend me your ear, and I will speak of the clumsy monarch who took twice as many golf strokes as his opponent, for he was the double par king from double parking. And now, finally, give heed and listen to my tale of the mad tyrant who decreed that all toilets in his realm be installed the wrong way, for he was the backward loo king. I think backward loo king is my favorite. It's just so ridiculous, but yeah, it was fun to discover it, because it was fun to have learnt it, because I always enjoy when themes of this sort completely recharacterize the pronunciation and kind of context of their component parts. Anyway, there we go. That was the Wednesday puzzle. I don't have time for the clues from yesterday's puzzle today, but I don't think there were. I don't think there was actually much to correct, so that works out okay. I'll try and get back to it tomorrow, though. And thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I'll be back tomorrow for the Thursday puzzle, where there will be some kind of more ambitious or intricate theme. So look forward to that. But until then, do have an excellent remainder of your Wednesday. Take care.